Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. I have 2 videos of 5 cents. So let's get started. The Australian 5 cents coin of 2006 is a small denomination coin belonging to the decimal currency system of Australia. Introduced in 1966 when Australia transitioned from the pre-decimal pound system to the decimal dollar system, the 5 cent coin has remained one of the smallest units of currency in circulation. Despite its tiny face value, the coin is historically important, carries distinctive national imagery, and has become increasingly interesting to collectors as Australia slowly moves towards reducing low-denomination coins in everyday transactions. The 2006 issue is particularly notable because it was released during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, at a time when the 4th portrait of the Queen, by Ian Rank-Broadley, was still in use. This coin thus represents a specific period in Australia's numismatic history when both tradition and modern minting standards were blended. Before 1966, Australia used the pound system, where currency was divided into pounds, shillings, and pence. On the 14th of February 1966, Australia officially introduced the decimal dollar, divided into 100 cents. The 5 cent coin replaced the pre-decimal sixpence worth 6 old pence, and its size, weight, and silver-like appearance were deliberately kept close to the sixpence so the public would recognize and accept it easily. In 2006, Australia was celebrating 40 years of decimal currency, 1966-2006. Special commemorative coins were also minted in larger denominations, but the regular 5 cent coin retained its standard design. It circulated widely in everyday transactions, although by this time inflation had greatly reduced its purchasing power. The 2006 Australian 5 cent coin has the following official specifications. Country: Australia. Value: 5 cents, 0.05 AUD. Metal composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel, cupro-nickel. Weight: 2.83 grams. Diameter: 19.41 millimeters. Thickness: 1.30 millimeters. Edge: milled, reeded. Shape: round. Mint: Royal Australian Mint, Canberra. Mintage: around 80 to 100 million pieces. High circulation coin, hence not rare in worn condition. Portrait: the obverse features Queen Elizabeth II, facing right. This is the 4th portrait of the Queen, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley, introduced in 1999. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a famous piece of royal jewelry gifted to her grandmother Queen Mary in 1893. Rank-Broadley's design is known for its realistic and mature representation of the Queen, unlike earlier, more idealized portraits. Around the rim: Elizabeth II, Australia, 2006. Symbolism: the obverse emphasizes the monarchy's role as head of state in Australia, where coins still bear the reigning monarch's image. Designer: Stuart Devlin, former goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen, also known as the designer of Australia's decimal coin fauna series. Design: the reverse features an image of an echidna, a small, spiny, egg-laying mammal native to Australia. Unique to Australia, the echidna symbolizes the country's biodiversity. Its quills are sharply detailed in the coin's design, making it one of the most recognizable images in Australian coinage. Value inscription: the numeral 5 is placed beneath the echidna, without additional wording like cents, though implied. Circulation coins: tens of millions minted in 2006 for everyday use. Mint sets: some were also struck in proof quality for collectors, included in the 2006 Royal Australian Mint annual sets. Special editions: while the standard 5 cent coin design was unchanged, 2006 also saw commemorative releases in other denominations marking the 40 years of decimal currency. In 2006, the 5 cent coin was still commonly used, though its purchasing power had eroded significantly due to inflation. It was mainly used for rounding change, vending machines, and small transactions. However, by the mid-2000s, many people considered the 5 cent coin almost useless, similar to how 1-cent and 2-cent coins were withdrawn in 1992. Proposals to remove the 5-cent coin began gaining traction, though it remains in circulation as of today, 2025. Common in circulation. The 2006 5-cent coin is not rare in circulated condition. Proof coins. Collector-grade proof versions can be more valuable. Error coins. Mis-strikes, off-center strikes, or double strikes from 2006 may fetch higher values in the collector's market. Face value. 5 cents AUD. Circulated condition. Usually worth only face value due to high mintage. Uncirculated condition. $1 - $2 AUD for pristine mint rolls or coins. Proof coin. $10 - $20 AUD depending on condition and packaging. Error coins. Can range from $50 - $500 AUD or more, depending on rarity of the minting mistake. The 2006 Australian 5-cent coin may not seem valuable at first glance, but it embodies several layers of cultural and numismatic importance. Continuation of the decimal system. A reminder of the 1966 currency reform. Royal connection. It bears the image of Queen Elizabeth II, who was Australia's longest reigning monarch. Wildlife icon. The Echidna design connects the coin to Australia's unique fauna. Transition era. Represents the period when Australia was debating the future of small-denomination coins. The Echidna design has remained unchanged since 1966, making it one of the longest-running unchanged coin designs in modern history. Despite being small, the coin costs close to 7 to 8 cents to mint, meaning its production cost is greater than its face value. The 5-cent coin has been the subject of ongoing debate, with many Australians supporting its eventual withdrawal, much like the 1C and 2C coins. The 2006 issue is often collected as part of decimal anniversary year sets. The 2006 Australia 5 cents coin is a tiny yet historically rich piece of Australian currency. It represents the enduring legacy of the 1966 decimal system, showcases the unique Echidna design by Stuart Devlin, and carries the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank-Broadley. While common in circulation, its proof editions, error coins, and role in the broader story of Australia's evolving coinage give it significance far beyond its small face value. Next video. The 5 cents coin of Australia, 2008 issue, is one of the smallest circulating denominations in the decimal currency system of the country. It carries forward the rich legacy of Australia's numismatic heritage, being part of the decimal coinage system introduced in 1966 when Australia transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence to the modern dollars and cents system. The 5-cent coin is especially notable because, despite its very low monetary value today, it remains in circulation as a reminder of the early decimal reforms, the Australian wildlife showcased on its design, and the technical excellence of the Royal Australian Mint. Before decimalisation in 1966, Australia used the pre-decimal system inherited from Britain. The 5-cent coin directly replaced the Australian sixpence, which also featured a value close to this denomination. Thus, the 5 cents coin preserved a cultural continuity with its predecessor. By 2008, the coin had been in circulation for more than 4 decades, with very little change in design. Its consistent imagery reflects both tradition and stability in the Australian currency system. The 5-cent coin has become iconic, not only for its small size but also for the unique creature depicted on its reverse, the echidna, one of Australia's most fascinating and rare egg-laying mammals. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, who was Australia's head of state in 2008. In 2008, the effigy used was the Ian Rank-Broadley portrait, introduced in 1999. This portrait shows a more realistic and mature representation of the Queen, compared to earlier designs that had been more stylized. Around the portrait appears the legend, Elizabeth II, Australia 2008. The inscription signifies both the issuing authority, Australia, and the year of minting, 2008. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the official goldsmith and jeweler to Queen Elizabeth II. The reverse depicts an echidna curled around, with its spiny quills beautifully detailed. The echidna was chosen because of its distinct Australian identity, making the coin instantly recognizable. Below the echidna appears the denomination 5, denoting its face value. Devlin's design is celebrated for capturing the unique wildlife of Australia, with the echidna being one of only two monotremes, egg-laying mammals, in the world, the other being the platypus. Country: Australia. Denomination: 5 cents. Year: 2008. Value in currency: 5 Australian cents. Metal composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel cupro-nickel. Weight: 2.83 grams. Diameter: 19.41 millimeters. Thickness: 1.30 millimeters. Edge: plain, smooth, without reading. Shape: round. Mint: Royal Australian Mint, Canberra. Designer: Reverse, Stuart Devlin. Designer: Obverse, Ian Rank-Broadley. The 2008 5-cent coin was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, the official mint responsible for producing Australia's circulating coins since its opening in 1965. The mint is known for its high standards of quality and also produces collectible and commemorative coins. While most 2008 5-cent coins were made for circulation, some special sets, proof and uncirculated sets, were also issued for collectors. These sets are struck with extra care, often with mirror-like finishes. In 2008, millions of 5-cent coins were minted for circulation. Exact figures vary, but typically the Royal Australian Mint produces tens of millions of these coins each year to meet demand. The 5-cent coin remains legal tender in Australia and is still in circulation, although due to inflation, its purchasing power is minimal. Many Australians consider it a nuisance coin, similar to the 1-cent and 2-cent coins which were withdrawn in 1992. Despite debates about phasing it out, the 5-cent coin continues to be struck annually. In terms of monetary worth: face value: 5 Australian cents, 5 cents. Collector value: for a normal circulated 2008 coin, it usually holds only its face value. However, in uncirculated condition or in proof sets, its value may range from 1 to 3 Australian dollars depending on condition and demand. Rare errors, mis-strikes, off-center strikes, or double dies can command much higher values, sometimes tens or hundreds of dollars to the right collectors. Thus, while the regular 2008 5-cent coin is very common, unique minting errors are highly prized. The echidna design has been constant since 1966, symbolizing Australia's commitment to showcasing its native fauna. The animal is shy, spiny, and fascinating due to its unusual biology. The choice of such a creature reflects Australia's pride in its biodiversity and its difference from European traditions, which often depicted monarchs, coats of arms, or symbolic objects. For Australians, the 5-cent coin has both a nostalgic and practical identity. Many children's first coins for pocket money included 5 cents, and collectors of decimal coinage always include it in full sets. Smallest Australian coin still in use: the 5-cent coin is the smallest denomination currently circulating in Australia. Unchanged design: since 1966, the reverse has never changed, making it one of the longest-running unchanged coin designs in modern Australia. Withdrawal debate: economists have often suggested removing the 5-cent coin due to its low value and high minting costs, but tradition and practicality have kept it alive. Continuity with sixpence: its size and value resemble the old sixpence, keeping a sense of history alive even in the decimal system. The 2008 Australian 5-cent coin may be small in size and value, but it carries with it a story of Australia's decimalisation, cultural identity, and monetary history. With Queen Elizabeth II's portrait symbolising continuity of governance, and Stuart Devlin's echidna artwork symbolising the uniqueness of Australian nature, this coin is a piece of art as much as it is a medium of exchange. For collectors, the 2008 version is common, but in pristine condition or as part of proof sets, it holds numismatic interest. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.